All right. Newton's laws of motion. This is our first week. We're going to dive into these laws. The first law is known as the law of inertia. Now, in order to understand this law, we want to define some things. Okay, the first thing that we want to do is we want to define this word inertia. What is inertia? All right, inertia is the tendency of an object to maintain its current state of motion. So, tendency of an object to maintain its current state of motion. And that state of motion can be either at rest or moving. The other word that we want to define is this word mass. We're going to be using mass a lot. Now, mass is not the same thing as weight, okay? The mass is the stuff that makes up the object. And in terms of chemistry, how much matter? We use this word matter in chemistry a lot. We're going to bring that back. How much matter something contains. That's something being an object. You'll hear me use the word stuff for matter, okay? So if it's talking about your mass, right, we're talking about the muscles and the bones and the fluids and the organs and all the stuff that is inside of you. If we're talking about a bowling ball, we're talking about that solid material that makes up the bowling ball. So that's the mass of an object, okay? So inertia, the tendency for an object to maintain its current state of motion. And mass, how much matter something contains. Now, the reason I bring mass in is because mass has everything to do with the amount of inertia. Okay, so we'll get to that in just a second. Let's get a formal definition of the law of inertia. Now that we know the words inertia and mass, here is our law stated formally. And you guys have heard of this law before. Objects at rest or in motion will continue at rest or in motion unless acted on by an outside force. So there's our law of inertia.